Well, good morning. Let's see, today is actually the 14th of March, but you'll be getting this in a couple days, so that's good. Normally we go to my in-laws on Mondays, but today my mother-in-law has an appointment with what she refers to as the brain doctor for her dementia. So I have stayed home today because there's really nothing for me to do. So this is a current Amazon item, Rooms of Wonder. Yeah, we did the grocery shopping and sent those with my husband, so he will take care of that. Now, what I am wanting to show you is this picture. This is what it would normally look like, and with the white outline, that's what it's going to look like. So it's just the way you can brighten up a page. And I did this technique on a lighter page, and it looked horrible. So I will tell you, the darker the page, the better it's going to look. So this is actually from Walmart. Okay? Because I could not find a white fine liner Posca pen, and that's what I was used to using. And so I had to change over, so I thought, oh, good time to also try something new. So I am just coming in. I'm going to have to stand up and lean over my desk for this and hopefully not be in the way of you watching. All I'm merely doing is a loose outline. You don't have to even completely stay on the lines. And when you need more ink, you're just going to press it down. So I'm going to come over here to the edge. Actually, I'm going to grab one of these little sticky notes. I'm just going to press, and then it's going to start coming again. So, and I probably should shake this first. Yeah, it is one of those. Like I said, I've only used this a couple times, so I am still learning how to use it. But anyway, this is very simple. If you stick with me, I am also going to go back and add something to one of the pages we've done before. So go ahead and stick with me through the video. Okay, ink, come on down. Yeah, I'm not sure. There we go. Now it's coming down again. Now it's going to be real bright probably. That's all right. Some of these actually are lighter and darker than others, and you can get as particular as you want. Yeah, I'm going to shake it some more because that's just not showing up like these over here did. So, hey, keeping it live. Keeping it live for you. Now, let's try this again. Oh, see there? Shaking made all the difference in the world. And you can see I'm not necessarily staying right on the lines. This is a very loose way of doing things. Does not have to be perfect. You're just trying to get an outline on there. But look at that. It just looks so, so very different. So, how have things been? I don't remember if I told y'all, our son had a spin out on the toll road during one of our ice days. And yeah, it was like last month, I think. And they finally got back to him on the car and said that it was totaled. So they went shopping last week and actually found a car that they could go ahead and afford to do. So that was good news. our daughter put in for a promotion, and she got it. It's still hush hush, but yeah, it's not like y'all know her anyway, and she doesn't listen on here. Now, I got really sloppy on that one, but it just goes to show you that as you go through and do these, you don't have to be perfect. What we're wanting is that outline look. And normally I would be sitting down, and this would be a little bit better than what you're seeing here. So do as I say, not as I do. Anyway, if you are in the market for anything new, the people from King Art have been in contact with me, and they are going to send me some goodies and a code for all my viewers to get 10% off. So if you're looking for gelatos, any of that sort of thing, they have something that's equivalent to that. And that is my sister, and she will have to go to voicemail. So anyway, they will be sending me a code. Sorry, I know that's annoying, but she's local, so it's not a big deal. Anyway, they're going to send me a coupon code and a few little goodies in the mail. So if you're going to order, just hang on a little bit if you can, and I can get you that discount. And it's 25% off, or no, 10% off, I wish, of most of their items. Okay, not everything, but I don't know yet what is and what isn't. They haven't really, we haven't gotten that far yet for all the fine print. But I know that that is all coming, and it could be a week away. I really don't know. So there, now when you look, you see how much brighter this side is than this side? And it's because I stopped. You know, I'm always saying once you start doing something, keep going. And that's the reason why. Because now I have one side that is brighter than the other because I didn't do it all in one sitting. Now, what if you can't help it? You cannot do it all in one sitting. Maybe your hand cramps up or something, or you get called away to an emergency and it's just not possible. What are you going to do? Well, that's easy. Once you've done the whole thing, you come back over here and you merely go over parts of it. If you go over just parts of it, it will give the look I think that you're wanting. Plus, I'm not doing that far side right now, so it's going to be more apt to match this far side when I go back to it later. So it just means it's going to be brighter in the middle and a little not as bright on the outer edges, unless I go over all of it again, which I can do. You can tell it's not hurting anything for me to go over this again. It's just a time factor. Okay? This is not going through, and it's not leaving my paper all ripply. So that is a big plus. Now, I did say that I wanted to share something with you if you stuck with me through the end. So let me see. Yeah, that's still wet. Let's dry real quick. How long does it take to dry? Well, it's almost dry. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay this paper towel right there. Remember when I stenciled this page? Yeah, I am going to go back now that I've gotten a little bit more things done. Now this is the one that says red, and if you missed this, go back and look. Go back and look. We did a few background videos. Now see what I'm doing? I'm merely wiping it off. I could go and wash it. I'm not that particular. This isn't something I'm being paid to do. It's not a special order. And I'm going to go down here and I'm going to go to this orangey brown, I think. And then if that's not dark enough, then I can go into this brown too. I don't want that same color because what I'm trying to do, in fact, I think I'm going to go to the darkest color. And I'm going to put this on my mat to open it because sometimes it can be a little bit messy. Set this over there. I'm going to tap. Look at that. It's some big pieces. Tap and then wipe it off. And then, you know what I almost forgot? Put something under the edges. Okay. So let me grab just a piece of paper from over here to put under the edge. That way when I go off the edge, it doesn't get the next page dirty. All right, now what I'm wanting to do is just add some color to this. That is not dark enough, but because I did some there, I'm going to do some over here. What you do in one place, you want to do in 2 or 3 places so that it looks like it belongs. Okay? So then I'm going to screw that one back together. Actually, that didn't come from that one. That came from this one where I moved it over there. Put that top back on. If you missed the videos about my backgrounds, just go back in and then there's like 5 different backgrounds that we've been working on with different supplies and all sorts of fun stuff. Now, I'm going to go into a darker one this time. We're going to see if this works any better. Oh yeah, I like that better. See, I just didn't want as much white showing up. And this is just one of those makeup brushes. You can get these pretty cheap off of the Temu site. And I'm just going over the edge of these leaves and stuff because it's not really that dark. But look at the difference of this versus this. It just lends a little bit more color to the page. But yeah, if you decide that you want to order from the site where I got these, I believe it's temu.com. Please, before you download their app or join, please message me or leave a note in the comments that you would like a link. Because if I can get 4 people to link up on the exact same 24-hour time span, I can get a set of free pencils and try them out for everybody before I tell you if it's something I would have bought or not. But I've got to find a way to get 4 people to do it all in the same 24-hour period. And I've gotten one to do it, but nobody else did it at the same time, so it really did not benefit me at all. I'm going to take this and go ahead and push it in the rest of the way. So, yeah, so if you know of some friends that would sign up at the same time, then that would be awesome. Or if you have different emails and can sign up, like your mom or your in-laws or somebody, as long as it's different addresses, then that would be cool too. But anyway, that's the reason I'm trying so much to get 4 people to do it at the same time, is because I really wanted that set of pencils that they had. But I don't want them enough to pay for it because I'm just not that sure about them. Now, there is my page. Now, a lot of times, I'm going to go into like this dark color. That's probably too much. Tap some off. I like to go darker on my corners. And that was enough for all 4 corners. Just because it leads your eye around the page a little bit. Okay. And then I don't have my new big blush brush in here, that big fan brush I bought from that company too. I don't have it in here right now to brush this off with. So let's see what I've got. I have this giant brush here. So I'm going to take this, hold it over my trash can, and brush the extras off. Now, why am I doing it this way? Because if you brush it off with your fingers, you've got more of a chance of smearing it. Okay, now doesn't that wood look better? Can you tell? It's just not all that white page showing. That's my lamp I'm moving around, my light source. But anyway, what you're seeing here is more what I'm seeing over the whole page. Okay, so there is that. And just give it a good brush because you don't want it smearing. And I did rub it in really good, so let's test and see. Yeah, it's not coming off much at all because I don't spray my pages. I might should, but I just don't. So if you stuck around, you saw that. And then also, while I've got that brown, let's look at a couple of other things I was going to do. See there, nothing smeared and it did not stick. Let me put this book aside. Let me grab this book. Okay, Worlds of Wonder. Still another current item. I need to do this with some chalks in a bit. But what I really wanted to go ahead and try was, is it in this book or is it in the other one I was just in? Oh, it's in the one I was just in. So back to Rooms of Wonder. Nothing wrong with me that some sleep wouldn't cure. Okay, this one has a lot of white still showing, as does this one. This one has even more, so I'm going to try my technique on this page. Do you remember the new little stencil I had bought? Now this time, I think instead of the chalks, I am going to use the new brush. Screw these back on so I don't get in trouble and make a mess. Do you remember the new brush like this that I bought from the company? All right, I'm going to try it with the gelatos just because I have not done that before. Not with gelatos, I've not. So remember with the gelatos, we're going to put some of the color down, and I'm just going to put it on my craft mat because I can wipe off this craft mat with a paper towel, and it does just fine. Now these are Distress crayons, and ooh, that's kind of weird color, and some gelatos from Faber-Castell. And I'm putting a mixture of colors down here, and I'm not planning on doing an all over. I am planning to do just bits and pieces of brick on here, and we will see what that looks like. So several colors. Can you see where I've put all those? Yeah. Okay. So we're going to put the stencil and we're going to hope for the best. Should I try this on paper first? I probably should, but you know what? Okay. So now, normally I would go in a circle and just go all over. Oh, see? Isn't that cool looking? Now what I'm going to do is overlap my design right there. See how it lines back up again? And I'm going to grab some more of these colors. And I'm going to go again. I'm going to overlap. Once you learn to overlap, and see, I'm not going all the way because this line is right there. But I'm just grabbing up some of these colors. And so now I know these sponges do work. I'm going to go back on that site and order probably 6 or 7 of them at least, so that I can see a set going with just my gelatos and the crayons. Yeah, because I don't want to use the ones that have had the chalk for the gelatos, and I really don't see me washing these. Now on this one, I'm not going all the way because that's where I'm going to stop. Actually, it's not, because this is the 2-page spread, so I will be going all the way across. So let me line this up again, and we're going to see how close. I know you're not supposed to break the spine in the book. I know. Do as I say, not as what I do. Unless you're really wanting to get in there like I am, then go ahead and do it. All right, so all that I put out at the first has worked for across this bottom. Okay, and I'm going to continue to do that, but I'm not going to do it all over. So by not doing it all over, I'm going to give just parts of these bricks covered. See, now it looks like it's there, but then it's faded. So I can go up here. I'm trying to decide where I want to go before I get started. And then I'm going to reline it up and do some more over here. But see, that gives you the illusion that all that brick is back there. And I will continue on that until I've finished up with both pages. And one of these days or years, when I actually get both these books finished, I will go back through and do a flip through. But anyway, I think you get the idea with that. And then, and again, because I've smeared it in good, it's not really coming off on my fingers. The other one I was going to do, just because I'm not sure it's dry, I'm going to put that in there. On this page, I actually thought about doing, this is a stencil I found in my book of stencils. I thought about doing this one here, but I'm going to wait until I finish the other one because I really don't want to be pressing down yet. So anyway, yeah, all kinds of fun stuff with the stencils, and I am loving gelatos, so I will continue to use those and finish up on this page. Anyway, thanks for stopping by, and I will see you in a few more days. Bye.